Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken at his 4. Fights through, and now a crease. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, L.A. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw, it's Manning. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defensive given.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Gone. They'll roll him out right. They'll find Everett there, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 62 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch QB go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Manning. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun now for Manning. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble is kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack is by Janoris Jenkins coming in off the corner. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They find some open field here. And they will finally get him down. And now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actual frustration.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said that when a team's expecting it.
Here you go. 10 logo. Yo.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.